What's up, Libra? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There tends to be a wait for a reading with me. So if you would like to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put links to those in the description box as well. Now, Libra, we're going to do my usual check-in, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome based on the current energies for the next 2 weeks. And I say that to anyone that's new because on this channel, I infuse manifesting mindset and the universal law of assumption into all of my content. So tarot on my channel is just like a check-in into one version of you, your specific person, the connection that you, Libra, have manifested, selected, are selecting and manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are absolutely meant for you. You can have anyone or any version of anyone that you desire. Circumstances don't matter. Everyone is you pushed out. So if you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Libra that you're being, and a reselection through dominant thoughts and assumptions pushed out. And if you don't know what I mean, please go and look at my other content. I have a whole playlist and I continue to post content on the topic, and I like to give you guys tips as I go. Okay, Libra? So let's get into it. The person on your mind. The Judgment card. Decisions, potentially also a revival of sorts this person's hoping to have. Judgment again, guys. Wow. Okay, so something about having an epiphany or an awakening. Now, the Three of Swords is in the reverse. So there's something about coming out of some hurt feelings or some heartbreak with that Three of Swords, and there's a revival energy. We could be dealing with a Scorpio. We've got the World card. We've got three. And I was going to say, guys, that Three of Swords in the reverse, it could be that there's been hurt feelings in connection to third party energy. And this is like a revival, resolving the issue. And the Three of Cups in the reverse has come out as well. So that could be outside influences, an influence or a number of influences. That can be friends or other people in the mix, or just a feeling of like, are there other energies around? It doesn't have to be necessarily like founded, romantic, but maybe there's jealousy issues or something going on. Or there's been indecision about the connection, and a Judgment card would be a decision. But I did see the Three of Swords in the reverse. So this is wanting to get past heartbreak or hurt feelings. And it looks to me, Three of Cups in the reverse, that can be love triangles, or it can just be other influences or questions around other influences. The World is about closing out that cycle. Revival also could be travel, or distance that's playing into this situation. Okay, we've got Queen of Pentacles, Libra, so focus on loyalty, stability, groundedness, commitment. Could be dealing with an earth sign as well. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, positive shift, Libra. And then we've got Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So wanting to shift things, it looks like there has been an offer that has not been made. So for some of you, maybe this hasn't reached the loyal, stable, committed phase, or what's been on offer has felt a little petty in that department, or there's been a row around that. Let me have a look why we have a Three of Cups in the reverse, like holding back on that. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That's a mismatch. So to date, it's like some of you, there's a closing out of a situation outside of your connection, and now there's a wanting to shift forward and rebalance. Like for the King and the Queen of Pentacles, you know, one is in the upright, the other is in the shadow. So one person maybe not being able to commit to the situation due to unfinished business outside, or there's just been hurt feelings because one is not really as committed as the other. Now, that's looking like there's a shift happening. This person wants to have a shift with you or get past any hurt feelings. Yeah, because the Hierophant card's in the reverse. So that means that maybe to date there's been questions around really committing, or do we share the same values? Do we want the same things? For some of you, the third party energy could be outside influences that are meddling, like this could be an issue to do with religion, culture, or it's a value clash. You know, the Hierophant card, if it's not about someone couldn't commit previously because they're tied up in another commitment, looks like that's closing, by the way, Libra. But if that's not the case, then the Hierophant card in the reverse would be like, maybe one person's traditional, wants the commitment, and another person doesn't. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords in the reverse had to come out. So they want to get past the hurt feelings around whatever has caused this clash or this disagreement or hurt feelings. The World, accomplishment, closure. Some of you, there's been an unwillingness to commit because it's like just closing out the past. Someone might have had a separation or hurt feelings in connection to another commitment and is like, I don't want to commit. Okay, might have a commitment phobe. Whatever, guys, anyway, because you've manifested it. So we'll get to your side of the street. But the Wheel of Fortune means that this connection might feel very serendipitous, very faded, but there's been issues here. Threes, outside influence, okay? And one person not, you know, showing up, matching the other person's, like there's been questions maybe around loyalty, being loyal to the situation, okay? Hermit cards in the reverse, slight withdrawal energy I see in the recent past maybe, but this is coming out of the withdrawal. And the Page of Cups is in the reverse. So what's been on offer so far has felt a little, you know, Page of Cups in the reverse can also just be like emotionally it's felt a little small. I want to get one on the Hierophant card in the reverse. Yeah, there's been a stuckness, you know, disagreements or questions around, you know, are we on the same page? Do we have the same values? Do we want the same thing when it comes to commitment, loyalty, stability, indecision, stuckness? Now, for some of you, stuckness because of commitment outside, or stuckness because other people are influencing or not really choosing the connection and just spending more time with friends, or some of you, other people, okay? So don't let that trigger you if that's you, Libra, and it has been shown to you. If it's a fear and you haven't seen other people, don't fucking focus on what I'm saying, but deal with the fear because you don't want to manifest that. But secondly, if you are in some kind of a triangle or a non-commitment situation and you want it, let's get to you and your side of the street because you can have it. It's available right now. I said that in the beginning of the reading. We've got Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's been stuck. For some of you, someone has not been available, single and available. They haven't been on the market because they've been closing something else out. Okay? And for others of you, there's just been a stuckness because someone also doesn't necessarily want to commit because King of Pentacles in the reverse is someone that's over-focused on material and doesn't feel like they're very confident materially. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. But there's an unwillingness to walk away or move away from one another, or this person doesn't want to move away from you, and this is a return energy, and the Judgment card was also a return energy. The Temperance card is here, so this is about potentially healing a situation, and this could also be something that's been going on for a while, Libra, and there's maybe been some impatience. Now let's get to your side of the street. It seems it's still a little bit stuck and there's a bit of indecision here. You know, and there's at least a feeling of a bit of a mismatch in values and making a decision, but a decision needs to be made with the Judgment card. So let's look at you, Libra, and what you really want. I'm going to get oracles as well to get some more clarity on what some of this stuff is. In the end of the day, it's totally within your control through consciousness. You can break up with anything that you don't like here, not the person, but the version, and shift dominant thoughts and assumptions, do a reselection and select version of Libra that gets what you want. Okay, let's have a look. We've got Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy, Virgo energy. Okay, and then we've got Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So what do you want, Libra, as we move through the next 2 weeks? What do you want? You've got the Three of Wands in the reverse, so it's like maybe you're not sure about the future now. There's been a lot of waiting. Maybe you don't want to wait anymore. There's something about impatience. There's Nine of Wands, and there is a wall or a block. This person wants to get past hurt feelings, so, you know, but there seems to have been a wound between the two of you. Let's have a look at what's going on, Libra. Okay, yeah, you want to get past a sense of conflict, tension, also potentially competition. Five of Wands, there may have been outside influences impacting on this situation. And you also have this issue where there's tensions around reciprocity. Okay, and the Pentacles are coming up, so it's something to do with tangible reciprocity, either equal give and take, financially, emotionally investing for something stable. This can be like that feeling of breadcrumb a bit here and there, and maybe, you know, the question is that because there's other influences? And then the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, Libra. So that's like really getting in the way of the Ten of Cups. So you're questioning whether this could lead to the happily ever after. There could be a mismatch in values when it comes to like children and the future and like building that. Now, Libra, if it's you, and it's okay if you guys don't agree, some of you, with my style, and this is universal law, it's in operation anyway, but you know, you can have the person that has the same values as you and wants the same thing. Everything is available, every possible thing you can imagine. So if you're having an inner tension or a conflict and then tension with them that I don't even care if they've said they don't want the same thing, guys. They can switch like that when you switch. It only continues if you think that the circumstances or what collapsed previously, which was your manifestation, is fixed. That's it, okay? They seem to still want accomplishment with you and they don't want to move away from you, but there's a tension here and there's been hurt feelings, okay? So let's look at you. Seven of Cups, confusion. Maybe you, Libra, don't know. And I challenge you, if they're showing up confusing, it's because you're confused. I'm sorry, I don't care, tough love. Like, once you make a choice and you stick to it, watch the last live stream I did about it's time to make a decision. Stick to that. It's your state of being, your state of consciousness, and stick to the story. Feed them the script. But you might be wanting to make a decision. Maybe you're not sure, Ten of Cups. If it is your happily ever after, some of you, the Seven of Cups, there has been tension around other cups around. Your end, their end, both ends. That could be, you know, the conflict. And Seven of Wands, there's been defensiveness. So there's a need to drop the guard. You're also not sure if you want to persist. So I feel like there's confusion here, you know. I mean, or you might feel like this person's very guarded and holds back. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Swords in the reverse. Limiting beliefs, Libra. There's fears going on. Can you trust it? Knight of Cups in the reverse is like, can you trust what's on offer? So you're confused, okay? And then we've got the World. You both have the World, Libra, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You're mutually not sure about whether you're mutually committed to one another. So Libra, if you want them to, if you're waiting for them to choose and make a decision, you choose who chooses you, Libra. So I don't really give a fuck who doesn't agree. Just choose the version that chooses you. Okay, there's some shadow energy, both showing up as feeling like maybe the other one's not on the same page, doesn't want the same thing. So you decide if you want this person, or some of you want to explore your options. Maybe you're not sure if you do want to commit to this. That's okay. You can also have a preferable version of this person however you want. You want them just to be Prince Charming. You want to date them. You want them to show up in a certain way. You can affirm for that, guys. You know, they're your mirror. They're you pushed out. Just write out all the qualities that you love about them and say they're perfection, whatever. The World's in the World. So closing out an old cycle. Let's see, the Fool, the Empress is in the... There's a lot of reversal cards, guys, but no, it's not an accident. Not all my readings are like this, so everything's perfect. It feels like it's risky to go for it because of some kind of disagreements or clashes, and you're not sure if you can really nurture the situation and grow it. There could be contentions around, like I said, children, the future. You know, this is also a challenge to self-worth. If you feel like you're not really being chosen, or you have questions around reciprocity or feeling supported, okay? So that's your wound, Libra, and your story. So regardless of what you want to do with this, then you need to shift into version of Libra. Self-concept. You can look at my videos on self-concept, self-love, all of that, or my live streams where I talk about it. You know, love could feel risky. You're not sure if you want to take the leap of faith. There's, again, stuff to do with travel. Maybe this would require relocation, so that's a challenge. If not, then this is really just about, can we nurture the situation? Some of you, there's clashes and tensions because there's a mother figure in the mix or children in the mix, and someone doesn't believe in the happily ever after and therefore is not showing up and really wanting to, or to date hasn't really wanted to commit to the situation. We've got Four of Pentacles. Insecurity. You want to kind of hold on, but there's holding back. This is also jealousy issues, guys. So again, jealous third parties or jealousy with one another because of the assumption that there's third parties, or you're not on the same page, or not really committed equally to one another. And what else is flipped out? But the Chariot card. Positive movement forward. This is also about taking a trip potentially. So if you are at a distance, traveling towards each other, or doing a travel together, it's mixed, Libra, just like the Seven of Cups. So you're not sure. Can this move forward in a positive direction? Are you on the same page? So let's just get some cards anyway on like what their intentions are with just this check-in. You can walk away today, take all your attention, because everything is observation dependent focus. So take your attention off what you don't like, or if it's not your reading, it's not your reading, and just a firm, select version of Libra that has what you want and how you want them to show up. Hold them dominantly in that assumption that that's how they show up, how they feel about you. You're not manipulating them, you're selecting a different version, okay? So there's confusion here. Divine Feminine, Yin. Well, this is Empress energy. You're not feeling very, Empress upright. What's this person's intention? That's receptive. There's been issues to get balance and reciprocity here. Like, are you mutually supporting, or is there mutual support? Okay, we've got lusting, sexual energy, non-committal. There's issues here around commitment. Okay, what's this person's intention? Cloudy judgment, again about the judgment. Illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Okay. A decision needs to be made, and it's looked very cloudy and distorted. Now, the Seven of Cups is illusions, Libra. So if you're feeling this is elusive, like I said, you need to make the decision, okay? They're not willing to walk away, Libra, but you're going to get like confusing and half-half unless you just, because you can go round and round. Even now it looks like on this timeline they want a positive shift and to get unstuck, but it's still feeling indecisive and stuck. Okay, broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. That's that Three of Swords, I think. Yeah, they want to come out of that. They could have past heartbreak, and that makes, them feel very clouded about your situation. Intimacy, though, bonding, sensual, confiding. And then we have confessions, unveiling messages, coming clean. I mean, the hoping card wanted to come out, spying, information, ways. There's some jealousy issues going on, okay, between the two of you, spying. There also could be third parties, like I said, for some of you. So that's caused clashing and tension if this has been non-committal. Okay, this says non-committal. So you can manifest away third parties, Libra, and it's also not moralistic. You can have choices, but say everyone that I want only wants me. I don't give a fuck. It's whatever you guys want. You're manifesting everything, so you decide. There's messages coming through. There's a confession. There's a second chance, which is the Judgment card, opportunity, making amends. So they want to make amends for anything that's caused hurt feelings between the two of you. That seems to involve lots of lusting, but maybe not lots of equal give and take. Maybe some issues to do with really committing to the situation. And for some of you, trust issues involving outside energies, okay? Distracted. Around seeming distractions. Now the distractions could be, it could be that it's seemingly non-committal, questions around loyalty, insecurities that are not founded just because you haven't agreed on the direction, or there's actual distractions people, or there's distractions like friends, etc. Okay, so they've had like Judgment card, realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings, and then we've got beginnings, try again, new direction, start over, world and world. So Libra, if you want the best quality version, like I said, that's where we're at right now in this moment. You can tweak it however you want. They're not going anywhere. They want to kind of start again. But you can have it the best possible way, like I keep saying. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you today, and I hope that it resonated for some of you, and I intend that it helped some of you. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.